So from 0 to over 50K, this is just one processor right here. And this is in the span of about a month, okay? And I'm here to tell you that like the drop shippings, the tradings and all these things, people are lying to you, okay, on YouTube. And I'm reluctant to be one of them. I'll expose my whole game plan of how I actually make money online. And, I've been in the space for a long time. So I've seen the trends, I've seen what comes and what goes. But if you lock in on this video, you'll be able to walk away with a system, not a strategy, not some pill that you're just going to take and then you're just going to make money, but a system that you can actually apply in order to hit these same type of results very quickly. Okay. Now, the biggest thing that I want you to take away from this is don't listen to what people say. Watch what they do. Okay. And a lot of times, what people say is, do this in order to make money. Drop ship, start an Amazon FBA business and make a lot of money. But when you go to the links in their descriptions, in their bios, you're going to see that the link is actually linking to some sort of information or some sort of product or coaching program, right? I'll say it, like I'll admit it. I'm guilty of this myself. I've sold millions in courses, okay? And it kind of gets to a point where you're like, you know what? Unless you have some sort of deeper vision behind it, there's really there's no need to lie about it. Like my courses are great. They help people. I genuinely am in the trenches. I get the results that I actually preach. But what happens is a lot of times people are doing it just as a cash grab in order to make a lot of money. That's the nasty side of it. But the positive side is that like if you can cultivate a community doing this, then you can actually build a very, very powerful community and a movement that's actually going to help you. I'm currently in Mali right now. All right. As you can see, this is what my home country looks like. Been fortunate enough to get a nice place out here, but I've been out here and that's why I've been a little bit more introspective lately. Just thinking about like where I want to take my businesses next. So you probably seen my TikTok drop shipping or not drop shipping. You've probably seen my TikTok shop affiliate material, and it's a legitimate way to make money. Like I've been able to help Chuck quit his job. He's doing like 10K months now. I've been able to help people like Jordan do 16K in his first 3 weeks. But if you really want to hit that next level, getting to 50K, 100K per month, it it's all gonna come from selling information. Now, there's two ways to sell information. You can either build an audience and sell the information to that audience organically, or you can run paid ads and then try and find an audience that way. It's a little bit more risky that way, but it's still an option, and that's how people are actually making crazy money online. All right. So everything you know about making money online is a lie, and that's why I want to start being more open about this process. Okay, so what's this actually gonna translate into for you? What it actually means is there's a hell of an opportunity for you to jump into space too, as long as you're unique. So I'll show you how to do that. In order to be unique, one, you have to get the results yourself. You can't go ahead and sell information on something that you haven't done. There's gonna be an inauthenticity. It's not gonna feel right in your soul. Okay, so you'll notice that any information or course that I sell, I make sure I get the results first and I put in that work. Most people don't have the patience to spend 30 days to make a case study, to document the whole process day by day, and that's where you'll fail. So how can you start by as an actual beginner? Well, the best way to go about it is to one, you have to get somebody who's willing to try it with you. Okay, so get that person, build out a course for that specific person, help them get whatever that desired result is. So if it's a fitness program, help them lose 30 pounds of fat. If it's some sort of making money online, help them do that first, and then use that result as a reason why you should get other people to pay you for it. And when you do it for the first time, um, you know, do it for free. Okay, do it for free and put in that work and believe in the long term vision. Do this long term. A lot of people want to make money fast, but like for you to really make 50 to $100,000 a month consistently, there's a lot of stuff that happened months before that. Okay, so that's how you do that. Then you want to make content around that subject, and subsequently you will end up becoming an expert when you start to make content and teach people about said subject, because you'll just start learning as you're teaching. So you want to make content about that. I think YouTube is the best platform because people are actually searching for your content, so they come with more intent. And the good news here is that if you're already a creator, then this is easy for you. A lot of people have audiences, but they don't know how to monetize them, right? So obviously find out what you have an audience for, if you already do, and what is it that your audience is willing to pay you for. Why are they following you? What is the information that you know that they don't? Maybe it's just branding and getting brand deals. Maybe it's how to grow a YouTube channel. Maybe it's something else, right? So find out what that thing is, and then you know get leads and get people into your business that way, right? So that's the second step of this system. Now the third step, and this is the fun part, this is what I actually enjoy, is the back end. It's the systems and the optimizations that's happening in the back end in order to provide the best experience from that person just seeing your content from the first time, and then putting them into a journey that's transforming their life. And there's a lot of moving parts to making this happen. So there's a name for this that I'm gonna tell you later on in this video, but you know you can do this a lot of times nowadays with AI. Just getting AI to systemize the whole process. So putting them on a landing page. Once they go through the landing page, have them chatting with a chatbot about your products or your services, or the information that you're willing to sell, your community. And then have them book a call. Once they book a call, you have a team that's willing to guide them through the process of how they can actually work with you. And then, once they come in, you have a conversation with them, you diagnose where they're at, and then you help them get results using the system that you've used on the very first person who was your case study, right? So it's a whole process of doing this. But once you can do that, you can repeat that amongst millions of people. That's how the TJRs are doing it. That's how, all of these bread scales and all these like course ecom side hustles, that's how they're doing it. Okay, they have a system that works for one person, and then they scale that out to hundreds, if not thousands. Now, how can you actually profit off of this? There's two ways. You can go ahead and be the person that's making the information. If you have an audience, I would suggest you just start there because you have a crazy head start. If you don't, and you want to be kind of behind the scenes and you don't want to show your face online, what you can do is build the systems, sort of what I just told you. I know I gave you a very shortened version of it, but you can build the systems for them and then take a percentage of their top line revenue or their business. They call it growth operating now, but it's honestly just it's being a sales manager. That's what it is at the end of the day, right? So you can either be the face of the brand and get the leads. If you're a great content creator, if you're shy and you don't want to like show your face online, you can build the systems for the content creator and then take a percentage of the revenue. Now, I've been in a position, fortunate enough, where the only reason I have been selling like any sort of like high ticket or coaching programs and courses and stuff like that is because I was looking to grow my software. Okay, so I'm dabbling in software right now, and it's been growing crazy. I have a lot of users, speaking with some crazy brands that I can't even disclose, and um, the reason why it made sense for me to do it is to get people to use my software as like the initial users. But I now have communities of 1,000+ people, right? And I built something great. But I also want to be honest with you guys on YouTube, because y'all have been like the foundation of what's been attributing all this success to me is like, I keep it real, I keep it authentic, and I want to make sure I stick to that. All right, so that's what's actually going on. That's the play that's happening. I'm gonna continue to post more organic and thoughtful kind of content like this, and yeah, I'll mix in some of the viral stuff too later on. But for the most part, if you watch these videos, you're gonna end up making millions of dollars, just like I have online. Okay, and uh, I hope to see you in the next one. If you're interested in anything that I talked about, maybe I'll leave a type form under here. If you're wanting to book a call with me and work more on how you can actually do this, if you're a creator, if you are wanting to partner with brands and build their systems out, I'll leave a type form. Let's get on a couple phone calls and see how we all can make money together. But yeah, online space, great way to make money, but make sure that you're following what people are doing, not what they're saying, including myself. Peace.